I mean, we could also just buy more pillows.
Yeah, I mean, I have more pillows in my bedroom too.
Yeah, just to prop us up.
Like all snotty.
A nice proper prop up pillow.
Yeah.
For the pod.
Oh, God.
Proper prop up pillow for the pod. A PPP.
Oh, are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Oh, no. I was going to tell you something.
Do you need me to stop recording?
I will say it, and I think you should cut it, but I'll let you leave that up to you.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, God.
I have to invite Coleman from the pod.
Okay. Why?
Because, and I know that my cat is here, so it's like kind of hypocritical, but before the cat got here, I was like, there's fucking shit all over my black clothes all the time. And I'm just like, it's starting to get annoyed about the hair.
Yeah.
And then so I like took a lint roller, and I probably need to do it a second time to the couch just so I could like tolerate myself sitting on it. And I was like, this is because the dog has been on the couch a few times.
A few times. I do have like a dog specific blanket. Like I bought for dogs.
I thought about that. I was like, I guess I could just throw something.
I bought a waterproof dog blanket for the trip.
Oh, so it's brand new right now?
Yeah.
Not smelling like wet dog?
It probably will never smell like wet dog.
Okay.
Because I don't really when he's wet, I don't really let him go on anything.
Yeah, let him roll on.
I have a very funny picture I should show you.
Okay.
Hold on. It's in my phone, and my phone's over there. Of Coleman.
And it's not because I don't want to hang out with him, and that's actually sad. But I was like, you know what? I really enjoy the benefits of no pets in this house.
Yeah. The lack of not being surrounded by hair is something I don't know.
I know. But
unfortunately,
once you get there sometime in your life, many years from now.
Many, many years.
Yes.
Maybe never.
Okay. Right, because he is going to live forever.
He's going to live forever. I'm going to ask AI over and over. I'm going to waste all the water in the world to figure out how to keep my dog living. Sorry, guys. No, so I bought him a dog towel that looks like a robe.
Okay.
This was him in it last night.
The things you do to that dog. Are those ears?
I think they're supposed to be ears. Someone asked if it was a carrot.
Yeah, it's either ears or it's some leaves or something.
It's like the thing is purple and the ears are like teal. I think it's supposed to be ears. I just think they're really poorly placed. It wasn't very expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like an eggplant. Maybe it's an eggplant. It's an eggplant color.
A little bit, yeah. I think the color was fig specifically.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it is just a fig then?
I don't know.
Like figs don't have leaves.
It's so goddamn funny though.
Yeah, he looks ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's a towel.
How long did he tolerate that?
I mean, he tolerated it until I took it off. He's not really one to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I bought him.
He's just down
He's like,
for
okay, whatever, I guess. This fucking psycho lady is now putting me in a towel. Well, so I bought him a towel because we are going to do some paddleboarding while I'm on my trip. And
I haven't really talked about the trip much.
No, I haven't talked about it much. But he does this thing. He likes going in the water. He likes being in the water. He likes being on the paddleboard. But he does this thing when he gets out of the water. He likes to rub against everybody.
Rude.
It's very rude.
That's so annoying.
I know. And so I'm like, I'm going to buy the towel.
Oh, put it on him.
Yes. So if he does rub on anybody, he's just rubbing a towel on you at that point.
Does he rub on other things, or it needs to be a person?
It's a person.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
It's so rude. Have you seen the video? There's like an Instagram reel of a dog jumping out of a lake and chasing the guy down because he wants to shake on. They all do this.
Yeah.
Right?
He does. Honestly, he does wait to be around someone to shake off too.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It was a $30 towel. I was like, you know what?
So he's not shaking on you while you're sitting on your paddleboard, shaking directly in your face,
or just like hopping off the paddleboard and then shaking right next to me, or somebody else, or rubbing against somebody.
There's something extra gross about it. I know we were just in the same water, but now it's the water that was also on you.
Yeah,
a secondhand dog water.
Yes. The dog hair water.
Yeah, and like maybe you're not cold anymore.
Yeah,
the hair or the water that comes off of them is freezing cold. It
also just sticks to you in a way that's really annoying.
Yeah, it's so unpleasant.
Yeah. So that's why I bought the towel.
Okay.
With the weird,
I support this.
Yeah, with the hood. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it's like an actual hood that comes.
It's like a little it's
tube.
like a tube that goes over his face and the little sticky outs.
Yeah, maybe he won't feel compelled to shake as much.
Maybe.
Well, fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, thank you. But anyways, welcome to Grimly.
Yeah, welcome to Grimly. I'm Meg.
And I'm Missy, and we are two unserious people that talk about seriously creepy shit.
Every time you come over here, I swear you have the coolest, funkiest, different socks.
I love a weird sock.
I've never really consciously noted that until now. Like, I always notice
Probably
your
because,
socks.
yeah.
But I was like, wait a second. There's always...
If you're ever like confused about what to get me as a gift, just give me weird socks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
especially
I like
if they
that.
have the word fuck on there somewhere in some shape or form.
Okay.
Makes you laugh.
You
think it's
heard it,
hilarious.
folks.
Yeah. Fun socks.
That is great. That's
Life's
a
too
nice,
short,
easy
you know?
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not wearing socks that often.
Oh.
I guess not in my house.
Yeah. It's not really sandal weather yet.
No, it's not.
I also got bad feet, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do?
I don't have great feet. I have like hiker feet.
Oh.
We've talked about this.
But oh. I think I've ever noticed.
I'm not like, like a witch foot, but.
one toe over the other.
Yeah.
I've never noticed.
No, I just, they're not ready for summer yet or spring, really. So that's why I keep putting socks on.
Well, I had to get ready real quick because I had a pedicure this week.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't get pedicures anymore.
Why? Did you say it like that?
Because I got a really bad toenail fungus once.
Oh, ew. What, really?
And I lost both of my big toenails.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And they've not been the same since. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Was it painful?
No, it wasn't painful.
Oh God. Yeah, that is possible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like,
I hear that. I do understand
I
that.
want to go get a pedicure.
No, that's understandable.
I'll just paint my own damn toenails.
Yeah, but they do other stuff
They do.
that and I'm like, I do a lot of Pilates, but I'm not dexterous or flexible enough for any of that.
Yeah. Totally.
It's not easy. The angles are all weird.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Can't do
it's
it.
kind of like a cheese grater to your foot, right?
Yeah. Also, it's gross.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
But people should do them.
Yeah, I mean, you should.
You need foot maintenance.
Yeah, keep
Especially
your feet
as you get older.
maintained
And if
little
you're a
bit.
man.
Yeah. This is a PSA to the men out there.
Yes.
Yeah. I came over here in a piss poor mood, I'm not gonna lie.
You're not in a pissy mood now, though. Right?
I'm in a little bit of a better mood because I'm drinking a margarita.
Okay.
I think I'm in the phase of my cycle
Okay.
where like the most minor inconvenience would make you murder a man. What is that phase? Do you know what I'm talking about?
What do they call that? Is that luteal phase?
That might be luteal.
The one that makes everybody pissy? I don't know.
Yeah. Where you like I'm fat, I'm ugly, I hate myself, and I could kill somebody.
I listen, I don't pay close. I don't know how they work. I'm learning how they work. But I also am on birth control, so like it wouldn't apply to me the same way anyway.
Let me just look it up.
How we're gonna have menstruation talk.
Right. Bloating, fatigue, acne, mood swings, irritability,
That's the one.
anxiety.
That's luteal?
Yeah. That's luteal. But yeah, I guess I'm in that phase, and I could kill somebody.
Really?
Or maybe just take like a.
I wish we were talking about somebody you could want to kill.
Like a WWE table or like chair to somebody, you know? I could do that right now.
Does going to one of those rage rooms appeal to you? Like breaking stuff?
I think in this phase of my cycle, yes.
Currently.
Yeah.
You're like, if I could do that tomorrow.
I would definitely
we
do
could
that.
do that on Saturday, actually.
Actually, my friend Lindsay, her birthday is on Tuesday, and we're talking about something to do this weekend. I almost... Because she's about as rage-filled as I am when it comes to like just the government.
I could see that. Yeah.
I was like,
good for good reason.
Yeah, I'm like, should I just like? Because she's also a person who doesn't like to plan her birthday, so I'm always like trying to like make her, or not make her. I'm always like, hey, what should we do for your birthday? You know, we decided on brunch, but I could also just be like, do you want to
break some stuff?
Do you want to go break some stuff?
Yeah, I think you should.
Cue the Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would probably like it.
She
You guys would have fun.
I think we would. I should maybe I'll try to ship that to her.
There you go.
Yeah, because she's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, do you want to go do this?
I like can't imagine her saying no to that.
No, I can't either, honestly. She's more rage-filled than I am. Let's be fucking real. But yeah, so without further ado, we've got quite a hefty episode to get ahead of.
Okay.
I did get texted this week. They're like, you motherfucker. Part 3?
Yeah. It's so annoying.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but
we're finally wrapping up
we're finally wrapping up Heaven's Gate. I think in total the episode notes for this was 30 pages.
30 pages.
Yeah, with including the final stuff.
Okay, so this is a lot.
This is a lot. I mean, episode 1 was 8.
Oh.
Episode 2 was, I don't know.
You said 5
6 or 5 or 6. Yeah, and I think this is also 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty close to 30. Maybe 25.
That's fine.
Whatever. Okay. I'm not mathing right now, but okay.
That's all right. You don't need to do that on your Ludio face.
Thank you. I shouldn't do anything. Just let me like be in my hut and be mad.
You can be mad.
I need to rage. I need, not bad, mad.
Yeah, you can be mad during this episode.
Oh, I thought I said bad.
You're not bad at anything.
Thank you. That was not me fishing for compliments. That was just to hear.
No, you're not bad at anything.
Do you want to? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay.
I also am not complaining about it, but the sun, and because it's probably good for vitamin D.
Seeing your face.
It is so in my. It's fine. It will go. Actually, it's not going anywhere.
I know. Okay, let's hold on. Let me see if I can fix that for you.
They're behind.
Is it behind the shade?
Yeah, you can just pull it down.
There's 2 shades.
There's 2 shades. You can just pull that back one down like a third of the way, and then it would. Or all the way. Now we're in the dark. No, you're right. It won't be quite as bright, but yeah, you're right. You're right. God, I'm just like happy the sun is here. No, you're right.
Yeah. I know. It's the hard part. It's like the sun's out, but I also don't want to be hot.
And it was oh yeah, it's on your back too. It was like so directly in my eyeballs.
I know. I could see you trying to figure out how to dodge it, but you're like it's fully in your face from that window. So sorry.
Thank you.
I meant to ask you, like, are you okay? Do you need me to get rid of that?
I might have been blind by the end of the episode.
Right. And
staring directly into the
Heaven's
sun.
Gate, but Meg is blind.
Just staring directly into the sun.
Right.
I would be like, you know what? I see where they were going with that.
Right. Like, actually, I could leave now, too. Okay. So we left off with covering how the coercion and control ramped up in Heaven's Gate last week.
Yes. After Bonnie dies.
Leading up to when Bonnie dies. We ended with Bonnie dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, right. This all happened before.
So we were in the house where they like basically every minute was kind of accounted for. You know, they were being watched by each other, like group wise. You know, it's just like lack of sleep.
They couldn't leave.
They couldn't leave for like 6 months at a time, but they did leave to go visit their parents on Mother's Day at some point. Right.
And she had cancer.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this included changing the group's members' names, which we also talked about.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Odie
was the last 4 letters or 3 letters.
Dumb. So dumb.
And there's also the mental checklist that we talked about.
Every 12 minutes.
Yeah, every 12 minutes you had to go over. And just basically every aspect
the longest
being controlled.
Checklist also.
It was a long checklist, but like I think we're both like, some of these aren't bad.
Some of them aren't bad.
Yeah,
but,
so I check the ego.
But if I'm thinking about that every 12 minutes, then I'm literally not thinking about anything else.
Everything else is
so like, over time, I'd be like, no, I'm not doing any of those because I'm only running through this mental checklist.
Right? Like, and then you're just beat down and you'll be like, whatever you need, I'll do it. Right.
Yeah. And they're probably begging for an end to this at the
end.
Yeah.
Maybe. Ugh. I don't think so.
No, because they never fully understood. But still, it's like there's probably a part of them that's like, I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Because whatever I'm promised at the end is worth, it better be worth.
Absolutely.
And everything that I'm going through right now is so shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So this also leads to how the death of Bonnie Nettles, aka T, really changes the doctrine of the group. And that's when shit kind of gets dark. And it leads to the idea that the cult now needs to leave their vehicle, aka their body, in order to join her eventually. And now anything Marshall Applewhite says or tells the group to do is his word, because it's now gospel even more, because he's connected to Bonnie and Bonnie is the connection to the higher power. Okay, she is the higher power now. And he's now the only source of salvation on earth. I think I talked about this in episode 1, how they talked about they were the two that could take them to the next level.
Yeah.
And they were the only 2.
Right.
So now Bonnie's gone, so it's just Marshall.
Okay.
So after the death of Bonnie, the recruitment of the members begins again. And this is early 90s, late 80s. So the first being a newsletter that Marshall sends out nationwide in 1988, and it's kind of giving an update on where the group has been and what they've been doing since the 70s. They went underground.
Okay.
For a while.
Okay.
And then he does this thing called the 88 updates, like a newsletter. And it's basically just saying everything that he's been saying before, like the doctor and all their, babble bullshit, for lack of a better word. And some people come back
Oh, wow.
from being out of the group. They're like, oh, there they are.
Oh,
I'm going back.
okay.
Which is crazy.
What would be different this time around?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, for them,
it is
the second
different.
time they join.
So another way recruitment begins was Heaven's Gate created a TV show in 1992 called Beyond Human.
I did not know this.
You didn't know this is...
No. I'm like, I think that's new to me. Now I could have spaced it, but like this, what you're telling me right now is new information. I had no idea.
Okay, so this aired on an obscure satellite TV channel.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Assumedly.
What it is, I don't think really anyone knows. I think it's like non-existent.
So yeah, so random.
We don't really know what it was. Yeah, but they paid for this. They paid for the airtime.
Wow. God, to be able to watch
I watched
that now.
some of it.
Did you? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's on YouTube.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up.
I fell asleep to some of it,
It's
which
definitely gonna be
probably
boring.
wasn't good for my mental health. You know what it is? So it's
getting an audiobook of Dianetics.
probably, honestly. Yeah. So this was a 12-hour, 12-episode series that explains what the group believes as a way to recruit new members. That's the idea.
12 hours of what they believe?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
It's Marshall just fucking spitballing.
Oh.
It feels like, do you remember in like high school or middle school when someone was supposed to do like a presentation on a topic and you could tell they kind of didn't do it? And they're just kind of spitballing and just trying to like...
For 12 hours?
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's just him, like he says nothing and everything at the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
God.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I got to like hour 3 and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Sorry, you listened to 3 hours of it?
Some of it was asleep. Yeah.
Oh
I like
my
woke
God.
up at some point. I was like watching more of it. I was like, oh, Mike, he's just
Still going.
still going.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk about every cult in existence, but there's a lot of common threads, which is why we know that these, like, their tactics. But you're talking about this, and I'm thinking of that creep Warren Jeffs and his recorded monotone ass, weird, whiny voice. And there, some of that rambling is hypnotic.
It's weird. It's really, really weird. So there's also a part of it where there's a couple members, and one of them is named Sawyer. He's an interesting character. No.
Soyoti?
I can't remember what, I think it might have been Soyoti, but he goes by Soy. He's alive. He's not in the cult anymore. He's actually in the 4-part series, the Heaven's Gate 4-part series that was on HBO.
I did watch that.
Yeah, he's on that.
Okay.
He's in that. He was like one of the heads up. We'll get into why he left later. But so he and like another member were like kind of the audience, and they were like supposed to ask him questions, Marshall questions.
Oh, okay, like plants?
Not plants, just trying to be like, oh, like what would people want to ask us who are trying to like maybe decide if they want to come to the group? But it's just like all this weird confirmation circle.
Yeah.
Because half the time they don't even ask a question because Marshall's just been fucking spewing bullshit for an hour. So they never actually get to talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't take questions or...
Well, it's like we were supposed to take questions this hour, but because I just went on this tangent, I felt so strongly about this. We just didn't get there, so maybe next time we'll do it.
Oh, okay.
He does, like, they do eventually ask some questions. I don't think any of them are groundbreaking.
Softball.
It's, yeah, you're just, because they also believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's hard to, like, for them to have some sort of logical or maybe
objective
play like an objective or like a devil's advocate because they're in the cult, you know. And this is also when we start to see the haircuts, like the bowl cut.
I don't think
haircut. I have a picture.
An image in my head of the haircuts.
Yeah, so this is a picture of Marshall from Beyond Human. This is the classic Heaven's Gate image I think a lot of people think of.
That's quite a bit of hair for a man of his age. Unless he doesn't look, he looks to be about 70 there.
Oh, sorry, I totally.
But he,
yeah. I mean, he was born in the 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of hair. It looks like it could
so
be
this
a
is
wig.
like 1992. It might be a wig. I'll show you a picture of him later. 3 years later, it's pretty different.
Okay.
I will say.
And it's like bleached blonde.
I think it's supposed to be white. I think it's white.
Oh, it's like weird.
Yeah,
like
I think
90s
it's just the
TV
lighting.
coloring.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. I think it's just the lighting, unfortunately. So we also see in these videos Marshall talking about leaving the vehicle,
Yes.
which is what they call their
Their
bodies.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is bad. This is bad
And
sign.
Marshall also talks about how a person's true self was almost like a form of software, So your true self was a form of software.
Your true self. Okay.
And then that operated the vehicle, which is like the hardware of a computer.
So we're separating our body from like our soul or whatever.
Yes. And that prayer to the higher power was almost like a radio transmission.
Okay. Cool.
So he's just selling it in a way that's like a sci-fi way.
Yeah.
They're trying to appeal to like Trekkies and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're not really getting any members from this, I'm not going to lie.
Good. Fucking crazy.
Right. He's also putting it out there by saying that you are an alien and you're occupying another person's body. But they never really specify what happened to the person after the alien like went to their body. Like, is the person still in there or is the person just in the ether? It doesn't really specify.
There was an alien entity that's supposed to...
Yeah. It's an alien spirit is occupying the vehicle.
Sorry. Roll it back.
Yeah, we'll roll it back. It's okay. It's
the cult members are the alien spirit, or they are not, and they would like to welcome an alien spirit.
I think for the cult members, it's kind of a gray area. I think for Marshall and Bonnie specifically, they are the two.
Are they alien spirits?
They believe that they are alien spirits who 2,000 years prior were Jesus and God, that were also aliens who occupied two bodies.
Okay.
They left.
Okay.
And they came back 2,000 years later.
Okay.
And reoccupied two different bodies.
Okay. Why not?
Bonnie and Marshall.
First time, let's try it again.
But they never really specify what happens to Bonnie and Marshall, the people who were occupying those bodies before they occupied them in the 70s.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So
stupid.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You know what? This is why it's really important to
have some critical thinking.
Yes. And like drinking your own bullshit and like really believing your own bullshit is crazy. And you need to have people around you who will tell you that you're fucking crazy and not people that are like 100% spoon feeding you your bullshit. And it's just ridiculous.
Cheers to the brutally honest friends who would be like, you're out of your goddamn mind. I don't know. And I think, honestly, like I keep bringing this up in 2026, we all have people within a certain political party where we're like, are you out of your fucking mind? I feel that way, at least. And I feel like that's what it feels like to deal with people in the cult.
Yeah.
You know? So I think any sort of warning sign,
but like
you
at least
jump in
this one, yeah, you're right. Totally. This one was like sneaky though.
This one was sneaky because they were underground for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after the Beyond Human series, the group also started putting ads out in newspapers, in New Age centers trying to spread the doctrine of ascension and the world being recycled, and that you'll be recycled with it if you don't join us. Which is like, we're leaving, the world's going to end. It's the classic cult shit, right? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So they were even able to get an ad in the USA Today at the time. I think they paid $30,000 for the ad, which is insane. It's like a full page ad.
That's a lot of money.
And if you go to if you go to the Heaven's Gate website, it's still up.
Yeah, it is. Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Notoriously it still exists.
I was on it today. So it's published on May 27th, 1993. And it stated, quote, UFO cult resurfaces with final offer.
Okay.
So it was said that the group was now called Total Overcomers Anonymous.
Total Overcomers Anonymous?
Yes. And the first stated, quote, the Earth's present civilization is about to be recycled. Spaded under, its inhabitants are refusing to evolve. The weeds have taken over the garden and disturbed its usefulness beyond repair.
God, if they could only see what we're living with in 2026.
I know. Like, I thought, like maybe 10, 15 years ago, they'd been like, this is fine, because they would have been Ancient Aliens. 100%. They would have been like on the YouTube algorithm. They would have been like doing great.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be making a lot of money. There would be no reason to ascend. They'd be like, you know what? We're rolling in it. It's pretty great here.
Yeah, right? I could buy so many windbreakers. So the apocalyptic tone of the ad was very obvious. And by this time in the early 90s, death by suicide was already being sold to the group.
Okay. In what
They were talking about
They
it.
were like, they knew suicide
Yes.
was the method.
So Marshall had said to group members at this time that in order to ascend and head up to Bonnie and be a member of the next level, you would have to lay down their earthly bodies, aka their vehicles, to get there.
Okay, so he didn't directly say,
No,
but like
no.
they understood that
Yeah. So
meant.
So, like he said, this needs to happen in order because the world's about to be spayed under. That's what he's saying. But he never explicitly says suicide.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have a whole last statement about suicide that I put in these notes. I will read later. They were almost kind of hoping that they could go the route of suicide by cop,
Oh, okay.
like Ruby Ridge, Waco scenario.
Sure.
But they're very meek nerds.
Yeah.
They're not the people who
It's
are going to...
better this way, honestly. Like, it is
I mean,
better
yeah,
this
people
way.
are gonna I would say if one cult is going to die one way, this is probably the better way.
Yeah, instead of making it like a violent
Yeah, absolutely.
situation
And
that
if you
someone
look
else
at
has to
Ruby
deal with.
Ridge and Waco, it leads to the Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, it's all bad.
It's all bad. Yeah. So most of the members that are now still in the cult have been in the cult since the 70s. They're fucking in it forever at this point. So about 20 years. And most of them are in their mid to late 40s, and all of them have voiced again and again that they are okay with having to leave behind their vehicle for ascension.
They don't have any lives. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
At that point, it's like,
They've got weird haircuts. They're
There's
all
nothing-
wearing weird baggy clothing because
you don't have family, you don't have friends outside of this
No,
group. Like,
no.
I understand
Yeah.
that it
Yeah.
seemed totally reasonable.
Yeah, it's really sad because if you watch the Heaven's Gate HBO documentary, it's like a 4-part series. One of the women on there, both of her parents were in Heaven's Gate. And Heaven's Gate did not take kids.
Okay.
Your kids aren't coming in.
Oh, so they left her?
Yes.
They like abandoned her?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah, and her dad leaves for a while. Her mom also leaves temporarily. She comes back. Her mom is one of the ones at the end. We'll get more into her dad later. But you could just tell, I don't know where my train of thought was going, but she was just like, I just couldn't convince them to do anything else. Like they were just so indoctrinated in this at this point. There was there's no going back. It's just like when they came back. She's like, I always kind of felt like they were going to stay forever though.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy. Like you have a kid out there.
I know, but it's sort of this like cost sunk fallacy thing as well, that like you spent all this time and
Invested
in it, probably your finances, everything in your life.
Yeah, their entire inheritance.
Yeah,
for
everything.
some people.
And
Yeah.
it's like you can't even face that it might all be for nothing.
Like you just double down. Which I think is what's happening now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I think a lot of people are just doubling down,
sure.
you know?
Yeah, possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So they are all like willing and able to leave behind their vehicles, even though that means death by suicide. But only one member at this point challenges the group and he leaves after this. He's like, no.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
doing that. And he is in the documentary as well.
Good. God
Yeah.
bless him.
Right. So the thing about all of this group in Marshall Applewhite were talking about this openly. They weren't hiding this to anybody. They maybe weren't saying explicitly, I'm trying to die by suicide, or like we're going to commit suicide in like a mass way. There was like, we're leaving our vehicles at some point, which, you know, hindsight, you're like, okay, that's very obvious. But I guess, you know, maybe 1993 terms or like early 90s, you're like, leaving your vehicle? What the fuck are you talking about? Like your car? You know?
Okay.
What do you
mean publicly?
We were publicly talking about
Got it.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
go on, you know, different types of like internet forums
Gotcha.
and stuff.
Okay.
Or they were like, they
So
sent
like
out these
you're saying reasonably someone could have
maybe
seen it
interviews.
coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe hindsight, you're like, oh shit, like
That's what they were talking
the writing
about.
was on the wall.
Sure.
So it's not like they were hiding it, I guess is my point.
Okay.
Yeah. So these ads that they're putting out, they're saying more or less they'll be leaving the planet one way or another, and they recruit 10 members after they're saying we're leaving this planet one way or another, either death by suicide or death by some other means,
All right. Yeah, sure.
which is kind of sad.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like you might be in a sad place already.
Yeah. A
Looking
couple
for
of them were like
something?
in their mid to late 20s.
no.
I know, it's really sad. Yeah.
Shame on them. Shame on this man.
Marshall?
Yes. I think that he's dealing
I don't know. I feel like I don't know
the consequences of his actions afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like necessarily the bad guy. I don't know if it really.
Yes,
I think it's gray. I think it's very gray because I think he believes it. I think he believes he's
matter.
I think he believes he's space Jesus. I think he totally believes that he is space Jesus.
Okay, so
he
like
is saving these people.
Maybe he needed medication, but the responsibility still lies with him.
Not with the person.
Both.
I think that's a big question.
For me, it's 60-40.
Okay, I can say that. Yeah, I think this is way more complicated than we want to think.
Shame.
Which is
he gets a garbage bell.
Which is why I really wanted to do the most I could with the story, because I feel like people are just like, oh, this is just some kook who got a bunch of people brainwashed, and I think there's a gray area when it comes to personal choice.
Yeah, I believe he brainwashed himself. Like,
I think they all brainwash each other eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're just like rubbing their brains on each other because they can't have sex. Sorry,
rubbing their brains on each other.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they had done that, they might not have needed
Maybe. I don't know.
themselves.
Maybe. I don't know.
They probably just needed a hug. Honestly, if he was just like openly gay, he probably would have been fine too.
Oh, we'll get into the castration part of it specifically for him. So in 1994, Marshall gets a hold of a book called The Final Exit, The Practicalities of Self-Deliverance and Assisted Suicide for the Dying. It's a book, I think it's written by a doctor, to show people how to die at their own terms. For people who are like terminally ill, which I think maybe
can you do that in Oregon?
If you can do an organ.
Okay, I think so too.
It's a big
in
thing.
other countries.
Yeah, in other countries. So it's like pods now.
Yes, but in Oregon is maybe the only place in the U.S. you can.
You might be right.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm kind of surprised Washington hasn't been okay with that yet.
Yeah,
but I think they probably will eventually.
I mean, I really do think it's like your own fucking business.
I do too.
Yeah.
Especially in the United States with the medical costs that come with people who are terminally ill. Like both of us have had a parent who's dealt with this. It's like at some point you just, and you're like, I'm just racking up more debt for the people I care about.
Sure.
In some shape or form.
Yeah.
Or just like taking the debt aspect out of it, just being like, well, like it's either going to be 6 more months of just horrendous,
just getting more painful, more
painful, more miserable. Yeah. Or just, go at my own terms. I think it's an incredibly hard decision. I think I really respect people who make that decision and choice one way or the other.
Agreed.
And I think it's none of our business.
Yeah. And the people who facilitate it, and have,
like
an educated dialogue about that.
Yeah.
That's like the Lord's work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this book is used maybe not in the way this person who wrote it intended.
It's not? Oh, this book is not used because of this piece of shit.
Because of Marshall Applewhite, yeah. Like I said, it's a book used for someone who's terminally ill, which would have the instructions they would use for mass suicide 3 years later in 1997, unfortunately. In 1995, the group starts a business called the Higher Source for Contract Services. And it provides website design and computer programming for the brand new World Wide Web. So
see, look at that. They were on the cutting edge.
They were, and I think they were making money from it because they have a decent amount of money at this point. I mean, I don't think they were innovators, realistically. I think they were making websites and programs for people out there, but I think the knowledge maybe isn't as intense as maybe it would be now.
Sure.
For Yeah, they're also in graphic design as a way to fund the cult itself. I think the only maybe thing that we would know that they did was I think they worked with somebody from the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh.
That movie. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
That traumatic.
Was it a movie? Because I think about it and I know it, but I thought I would have said it was like a cartoon show.
It's a movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah.
God, I'm going to have to watch that, put myself to bed with it one night.
I don't know if you want to put yourself to bed to it.
It's sad.
It's traumatic. Like the car scene where they're smashing the cars, but all the cars are I don't know, aware that they're being smashed to pieces.
That's true. Listen, we watched a lot of really sad cartoon animation in the
it was 90s. Dark. It was a dark time.
Brave Little Toaster. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You go for it. You tell me.
I might.
You tell me your journey.
It's going to be nostalgic.
It's going to be very nostalgic. What was the other?
They contributed to, what did they do for Brave Little Toaster?
I think they helped with the website.
Okay.
Yeah, for it.
Wow.
Or maybe some graphic design. I can't remember.
Sure.
Yeah, they did something with it. Yeah. In 1995, the control got crazier with the group. Crazier than it already was.
Okay.
So at some point during this time, a few of the group members had suggested that in order to get rid of your sexual desires completely, the members should opt for voluntary castration.
Okay, that only solves half of their problem.
Yeah, the women aren't getting castrated.
No, because
There is such a thing as female castration. It's really fucking horrific, though.
what are you talking about?
They cut off.
Oh, is that what they call it?
In Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
They call it castration.
Well, I know about that. I did not know that's what they called it.
Yeah. I don't think that's what it is.
I mean, we
think
call it
it's-
genital mutilation.
Yeah, but
like,
I
is
think
that
they
what
give it the guise of castration.
It does not happen the same way.
Nope.
That doesn't do the same thing at all.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I'm so angry about that.
No, I mean, listen, I'm here to be angry.
Oh my God. I did not know we were going to go here, but just the equivalent comparison would be cutting someone's dick off.
Yeah.
And not cutting their balls off. Not that
Yeah.
it's better or worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But cutting someone's dick off doesn't make them less horny. It just mutilates them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You can't, yeah, unfortunately.
But in this case, they are cutting the balls off.
Yes.
Or what are they doing? Because there are other ways. You
No,
know how they do
they-
it to sheep or like little goats or something? Just put like rubber bands around their little baby balls.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
They're not doing that.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Both of those sound terrible and painful.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So Marshall Applewhite was bisexual, if not gay. I think we talked about this. We talked about this before, but
yeah, it has been 3 weeks now because you made me do 3 weeks of this fucking series.
I also made myself do it, so I can't.
We need to try to do them all in one day.
This has been like a 6 fucking hour episode. You would have killed me at the end.
Would have been so sloshed at the end.
I know. Yeah, totally. We would have probably just been like, you know what we're gonna do? Actually, instead of finish this episode, we're gonna go out and castrate a man. Because we're angry at the men at this point.
I don't know what the men have to do with this. This is Marshall.
The
Okay.
men are the problem for everything. Okay.
Oh no.
This is why
she is in her luteal phase.
This is why you have to do a 3-parter. Okay. Anyways,
Right, because we would be talking about castrating men if we did it all at one time. But
openly and voluntarily.
Thank God we're not doing that now.
No. Jesus. So Marshall, there was a specific member of the group. I can't remember his name. I think his name was David. Funny enough, who was also gay. He was kind of on the outlier of the group. He was like kind of in and out a lot. And Marshall talked about how his vehicle was attracted to him.
Oh.
My vehicle's attracted to your vehicle.
Oh.
And he had a really hard time with, and he was an attractive man, but he had a really hard time with this. He's like, how do I'm supposed to be the leader. What am I supposed to do here? And that is when it's kind of sold to Marshall by other members of the group. This is how
they're all in it together.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a misconception with this part of the group in the cult story is that every male member of the group participated in the castration. And that was Marshall Applewhite's
Like decree.
You have to do this. He forced them to do this. It's not.
Okay.
So some sources say 7, some sources say 9. We don't really know. I put 7 members, including Marshall, had the castration procedure done. They call it a neutering.
Neutering.
Yeah, like you do with your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is about half of the male members of the group. So it's a good chunk of them, right? So the first guy to get castration done was also the one who had said it was his kind of idea for the castration.
Okay.
And this guy's name is Sorody, Srrody, Sorody.
Great.
Why it's Sorody, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie, when I watched the documentary, I thought he was a girl. Because they're all have shaved heads at this point. He has like very feminine features to me.
They're showing photos of...
Not the castration.
No, they're showing photos of him back then. He looked like a girl, or now in modern day, as you're watching the documentary, he looks like a female?
He looks like a female to me.
Wow.
If you watch the documentary, let me know.
Wow.
But I thought he was a girl. But his name is Sorody. And
Does he still go by Sorody? No, he doesn't. He does?
he's dead.
Oh, he died. Okay. Got it. I was like...
He's no longer with us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorority was described as one of the most gung-ho members of the group.
Sure. That tracks.
Yeah. And one of the former members of the group, Sawyer, this is all coming from Sawyer, this story. He had talked about how it's almost a competition of who was going to go first with the castrations. And he said it was like...
They were like jazzed about it?
Yeah, it was like the ultimate commitment.
Sure.
To ascension. They're like, I'm getting rid of the last part of my humanness.
I am the most
committed to ascension.
Gotcha.
Which is inherently human.
That's true.
I would say.
Yeah.
And I think even so Sawyer himself, he kind of acknowledges like in the documentary, because he's still around, he's like, that's also human in itself. Yeah. To be like, I have to do it first because I'm committed the most, right?
The competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Sorority is like one of the more gun-ho members. I watched his final exit interview, and he's just kind of antsy to be done in a weird way. I will get the exit interviews later, but yeah, just like a lot of energy. They often talked about like how they like had to rein him in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Okay.
So Marshall has a sterile room set up in the home that the cult was sharing, and put a sign above the door that said Mexico.
Okay.
So that if any of the members who were ever confronted with what happened, they could say that they went to Mexico to have the procedure done and wouldn't be lying about it.
Wow, okay.
This is all coming from Sawyer. So Sawyer's a bit of a character. So in the cult, there were two members called Lavodi, who was a woman named Julia Montag, and Genodi, who's another woman named Susan Strom.
The names
I know
are like so irritating.
So an interesting thing about these two is they were a couple before they joined the cult.
Okay.
And they joined the cult together in 76. And this is 1995. And they're still in the cult. I don't think they're a couple anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
it's weird. It's weird.
I mean, if you're in it like that.
They did their exit interview together too.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe they were like platonic soulmates at that point. They were like, we'd given up
the physical stuff, but we're just like our
work just close.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic because there was another guy who he joined with his girlfriend at the time, and he left. I think he was the one who left when they were like, we're gonna have to die by suicide at some point. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
His girlfriend stayed, but I don't think they were together when they were in the cult. It's interesting to me when they join as a couple, but then they have to separate.
I mean, it's the cult part of it.
I guess it's the cult part of it, right? It's just, I don't know, like you join with a person you're like in love with.
Okay, so that in that Midsummer movie.
Midsommar.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
We've talked about how you pronounce it correctly.
It's Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Anyway.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but once they get there, they are sort of like super separated from each other.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yes.
One of them is a couple who like are kind of on the rocks.
Yeah, and they don't
like that seems like he separates himself from her.
Maybe, but I'm just like, I think that's like the part of the cult of it. You're sort of like,
they probably weren't paired together for sure. Like when they have a pairing and like the one person watches the other, they weren't probably paired together.
Yeah.
But at some point in those 20 years, you didn't, you know?
I'd like to think they did.
Probably
sneak around. I don't know, but that's the thing is you don't get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm going to leave my vehicle behind.
Yeah. And like
if you're not believing it.
I'm going to get
like,
this bowl cut.
If you're still hooking up on the slide, then you're not buying the bullshit.
Maybe
like
not this
else.
cult. Yeah. This cult specifically, probably not.
Yeah.
I think other cults, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So sorority. Yes. So both these women, Julie and Susan, were both present for their first castration of sorority. The guy who was gung-ho. Because Julie had actually worked as a nurse for a doctor who specialized in removing testicles.
How? What? Oh, was he like, he did like vasectomies?
Not vasectomies, removing testicles.
Okay, I don't know enough about the medical field. I don't know.
Sorry. I don't think I'm able to say that word. So he was a doctor that specialized in removing testicles.
They exist. They must exist. Of course they must.
Maybe for like cancer.
They must exist.
Yeah. Type of situations, But they do probably exist. But so she...
I mean, they probably exist for like gender reassignment stuff now too.
Yeah, I was thinking for cancer, but also gender reassignment is a very good point too. So yeah, so she was a nurse that worked for that type of doctor.
What are the chances of that?
What are the fucking chances?
Well, maybe it was more than a coincidence. Maybe her work with them kind of like led to conversations
they joined in
about
the 70s
this.
though.
I'm just saying like the conversations around this type of procedure.
Oh, well, I used to be a nurse. And
yeah, I'm just saying,
my vehicle was a nurse and we used to remove this stuff for people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine if they did that in the 70s, it was probably for people who were like pedophiles.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Wow, but they also so many reasons.
They also really didn't give a shit about pedophilia in that era, so maybe not.
I have no idea.
You know, I should look into
Careful,
it.
Gentlemen. We're racking up quite the list of reasons.
Maybe if you have a pair of testes, just hold them for a second because this is about to get bad for you. I don't give a shit because I don't have any. But so Marshall asks, who's going first? Who's going to go first? And Sorority's like, let's flip a coin. Because he's like gung-ho. He's like, this was my idea. But he's like, I will say, let's flip a coin. And whoever wins the coin toss gets to choose who goes first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Sorority wins the coin toss.
And
he chooses to go first. He's
good
like, I'm going first.
Good. Don't be a dick and force someone else to go first.
I would argue this is also not really getting rid of your humanness. Because if you were like getting rid of your humanness, you should be like, I don't care. Right?
Right. I'm no longer attached to my body in that way.
This is why I'd be a good cult leader.
Okay. I didn't. Sorry. I did not. Okay. I didn't know we'd agreed that you were going to be a good cult leader.
So Lavodi, aka Julie, she does procedure and
She does the procedure?
She does procedure in a sterile room.
Oh, I didn't know that she's the one that did it.
She's the one that did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're in a sterile room. Instant complications.
Ugh.
She removes the testicles.
Okay.
But according to Sawyer, Sorority's testicle sac immediately starts swelling, like big.
Okay.
Like massive. There's nothing in there, but like it starts swelling.
Okay.
And
God, it feels like TMI for me, but please go on.
And Sorority starts moaning in pain.
Sorry, he's not medicated?
Nope.
What the fuck?
I told you this.
And this is not a surgeon.
Mm-mm. She's a nurse who maybe helped somebody 20 years ago do this.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. To give him some credit, Marshall Applewhite is instantly horrified by this. And he states that he went too far and he shouldn't have let this happen. He's like, you have to turn me into the police. This is fucked up.
Damn, they really should have. Along with Miss over here.
Yeah. But so then it's Sawyer, Julie, and Susan. They're like, we're not going to call the police on you because you are our fucking God. You are our Jesus.
Sure.
You have your connection to God.
Yes. No, sir. You cannot go to prison.
Yeah. But Marshall was like, oh no, this is bad. Which is weird.
I feel like some of it makes sense. Like what like we're not talking about that I would be feeling is this immense pressure. Mm-hmm. And like maybe there's cognitive dissonance that you believe your own bullshit, but at the same time you're like, this can't be right.
It's like imposter syndrome for a cult leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like maybe like this let's leave our bodies is like, how do I end this?
Like, how do I get out of here?
How do I get out of this situation that I've lost total control over?
Like, it's been 20 years.
And I'm fucking tired.
Right? Probably. Mm-hmm. I'd be fucking tired too. I'm tired now.
Have another sip of tequila, girl.
So Sorority was taken to the hospital eventually because initially they're like, we can't take him to the hospital. There are going to be too many questions, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no way to explain this anyway.
They're like, ma'am, you removed this man's balls.
There's no way to explain this. Please tell me what happens.
So he stays overnight. He's get like observed. I think probably
they take him to the hospital and then he stays in the hospital overnight.
Yeah. And they're in Sorority was probably like, this is my idea. I wanted.
I probably just wouldn't tell them what happened or something. Okay.
And then Sawyer and Janody, aka Susan, not the nurse, but the other witness, they went to the Santa Monica Pier and tossed the testicles into the water.
Okay. Okay. Seems unnecessary, but fine.
They're like, we have to get rid of the evidence, is what they thought.
Okay.
Yeah, there could be no
The
testes.
evidence is the man without the testes. Like, that still exists.
But like, if you don't have them in your possession, 9/10 of the law.
I can't. I can't. Okay. Because I'm over here. That seems kind of like sentimental. And
Like, I want to keep them?
no, just, we must honor them in some way. But
No, because the vehicle's just a vehicle.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, why go to a special place and like, you could have flushed them down the toilet or something.
You could have. I think they really just want, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying is
Maybe.
these people do not know what they're doing.
I don't think they do. Yeah.
This is nonsense.
So
it's dangerous fucking nonsense.
It's dangerous nonsense, yeah. So after this, initially Marshall Applewhite says, no one else is getting castrated.
Okay.
No.
Well, then what happens to the other 8 people?
So he's either convinced or he changes his mind to have it done in Mexico.
Oh.
So they actually go to Mexico. I think Tijuana is probably the most common.
Okay, so they go and have a doctor do it there?
Yeah, so they find doctors who are willing to do this.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico.
Okay.
So she went to Mexico, but initially they just put like the Mexico off the sign. Yeah.
I wonder if they knew they needed to do it there and they were like trying to cheap out on it.
Maybe.
At first. And they were
Part
like,
of it, yeah.
Okay, I guess we're better.
Oh, we can't pay for a doctor here. They probably could have found a doctor here, but probably been much more expensive.
But it's just interesting that they were like joking about it being Mexico and then they actually did go to Mexico.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question. So Marshall and 5 other members have castrations done, aka they call them neuterings, meaning that at least 7 male members of the group go through the castrations.
Okay.
Fully.
Okay.
And evidently Marshall had a really hard time with his.
What, he didn't want to do it?
No, he was like just in pain after for the entire time he was alive after.
Really?
Yeah. Something went wrong with it.
Interesting.
So after this happens, multiple male members of the group talk about how freeing it was to be neutered and to get rid of that part of their humanness. They like celebrate it. They're like, I'm so glad I'm done with this now.
Okay.
So that's it with the castrations, guys.
All right. I guess
That's what we got here.
I guess that's the silver lining.
Maybe. Yeah. They're like, none of them was like mad about it, or regretted it. If they were still alive, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, because this is all in 1995. So we're getting to the end.
Can we pause?
Yes. Actually, you know what? Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Take an ad break.
Hello, stranger. I'm Madam Strangeways, and I narrate true strange stories of the unexplained. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or some secret third thing, listen for the scary stories and strange dives into everything from urban legends to the Warrens, and stay for the strange rabbit holes I'll drag you down along the way, kicking and screaming if needs must. Listen to Madam Strangeways wherever you listen to strange stuff, or at madamstrangeways.com.
Okay, we're back. Okay, we are back. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit from the castrations. So in June of 1995, the group buys 40 acres of land that was an abandoned summer camp near Manzano, Mexico, to build an earth ship.
I bet it was beautiful there.
Probably. Do you know what an earth ship is, right? You basically just build a house of garbage
No.
in the ground.
No. Okay. But I've seen
it's very popular in
New Mexico.
Southwest.
Actually, I've seen it in Taos. They have all kinds of funky things like that.
Yeah, they
so
use
that
like tires and like pieces of like scrap metal.
Why not? That's
and like
fun.
I do think it's cool.
Yes,
like they're kind of like burying themselves in the ground a little bit. I think it helps with the heat.
It does. Yes. Do you know? Have we talked about this? I lived in an underground house when I was growing up.
No. Absolutely not.
Sometimes forget that I have weird. Like my parents were not totally.
Neither were mine.
Traditional.
Yeah, neither were mine. So
yes, we lived in an underground house.
Okay.
From like, I don't know, the time I could remember until I was like 10 years old when we moved away from Arizona.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't one of those like
earthship ones.
Not quite like that, but like it was basically like this house was built into the side of a mountain.
Oh.
And so it was just like you could walk around the side of the house to climb up the hill, which is on the hill, but it's your roof.
Okay.
And it does like...
It helps with the temperature.
Yeah, it's like the back wall I recall was like rock of the house, but it does keep it like warm in the winter. Not that it gets really that cold in Arizona, but it definitely keeps the house cool.
Interesting.
I
wonder if it's still there.
It's definitely still there. I've been there in the last 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it like a Zillow listing?
There's a Zillow listing. Yeah.
You
I
show
can
me.
find it. Yeah. Find it.
I mean, I grew up in a trailer.
Yeah, so it's a little funkier than that. But there was a trailer moment as well when I was like really young.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You
we got some interesting
Some humble
dwelling
beginnings.
stories. Yes. Yeah. Interesting dwellings. That's wild. No, I think you've never
Sometimes
told me that.
they pop out of there occasionally.
Yeah. So the idea for this is to build a permanent landing pad for the UFO for ascension that's coming down to get them.
Okay.
But it they abandoned it for more of it.
It was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Probably it's harder than I thought. I mean, these are like soft nerds.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
They're not like,
Yeah, they're web designers.
Yeah, right. They got like nice, delicate hands. They're not really meant for this type of work. It's also, they said like it was kind of because of weather, but like I'm saying they're soft.
Sure. They were like, I don't want to do
It's
this
okay to be
anymore.
soft. I'm not saying it's wrong.
No.
Like not everyone needs to build their own goddamn house.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then they moved to San Diego in like a complete 180 in the nicer part of California. And
You're like, this is more our style.
they're like, you know what?
don't we do
Actually,
this
we're going to move to Rancho Santa Fe, which is like a nicer neighborhood in San Diego, which San Diego is already like a nicer city within California.
Yeah, it's true.
And
I've never been to San Diego, actually.
No, I've heard they have really good tacos.
Yeah,
Which I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's like 3 hours from Mexico.
Totally.
Yeah. So they would spend the rest of their earthly days in the mansion they rent in San Diego. Okay. It is a fucking mansion. They do keep the Mexico property for some time, which is where they have a warehouse with a small stockpile of guns.
Oh,
like I said, they were kind of hoping to maybe be like the Branch Davidians.
Sure, they're
Ruby Ridge situation.
We're just
they're not cut out for it.
Checking all the boxes here.
I think they had like a couple AKs and like some handguns, and that was their like extent of their stockpile. I would argue that some people's parents have more than theirs.
For sure.
Yeah, you remember? I think it was a couple years ago where like this guy posted a picture of his huge ass like backyard porch with his kids and his wife, and it was just like covered in guns, and they were all holding a gun. America's culture with guns is fucking gross and weird.
It is weird.
It's very fucking weird. When people post their Christmas cards, all of them holding guns, what are we doing?
I don't know. I think there's only a few occasions where you should have a gun in your hand, and that's when you need to be using the gun, and that is for like hunting.
Self-defense.
Self-defense.
And like if you're a cop.
Yeah, or like you
law
know,
enforcement.
It's actual self-defense.
Yeah.
Or like you, maybe you're training how to learn to use the gun.
Yeah. I mean, I've said like, I've thought about getting a gun.
Yeah.
You know.
As
a woman.
Yes, I have. I think all women should be carrying.
We should just arm all the ladies.
And in which case, we would need to go to the range. There would need to be places for us to like use them. So those are appropriate places. And I guess it is like a hobby for some people. So some people really like enjoy cleaning their guns because it is like a ritual, and you do have to do that.
Yeah, it's like ASMR a little bit almost. It's weird.
Yeah, but just to like.
It's weird to be
collect a bunch of them is an interesting choice. I don't really
like. I mean, I had an ex who was really into guns. He had like a gun safe. And it was
well, you should have a gun safe if you have a gun.
You should have a gun safe if you have a gun. I would, but like it's
or
also
like more than
like,
one.
why do we need so many?
Why do we need so many?
What are we doing?
I don't know. Some people, it's like a hobby. It's a weird collect. It's expensive too.
It's very expensive. I was like, can I just?
It's like a thing that you spend money on and you will probably never ever use.
Hopefully never fucking use.
And hopefully never use.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
You could buy shoes or you could go on a vacation.
Yeah,
with
plane tickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clothing, something you could at least wear again.
Yeah,
a nice meal, a bottle of wine.
Yeah, there's a woman. I think
that's the way I want to spend my cash.
I think I saw her in like, I don't know, TikTok or Reels or something. She's all about like open carry. That's her whole shtick.
Sure, I support it.
No,
women can be carrying.
Not in this way.
Not in the feminist way.
No, she does this thing where she'll be like, I'm gonna walk into Dunkin' Donuts, open carry,
just try to intimidate
and
people?
see how people react.
Oh,
so she walks in, fucking phone in hand, recording open carry.
Okay.
And she's like, everyone's looking at me. Yeah, because you're walking into a business with your fucking phone in hand and a gun on your hip.
That's true. We are
People
wondering
are
if you're going to
probably-
start shooting everyone.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh my God, we're about to die today.
Yeah.
Like, you're psychotic.
Okay, but
girlfriend.
seeing somebody with a gun, I don't know. For me, like wearing a gun is not all that shocking.
I don't think you should, like, I don't know. If
You
you're
should
like,
conceal it is what you're saying?
I think it should be a concealed carry.
Okay.
Because I think for real gun owners, people who are like smart about gun ownership, it's a concealed carry. Because if you, like, I wouldn't advertise that I had that
Yeah.
because someone could just fucking grab it and take it from me,
Sure.
right?
Yeah. No, I mean, like my father is somebody who doesn't go anywhere without his weapon, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it is concealed. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not just like out there.
Right. Like, I think
And then, like,
it's-
I imagine
yeah.
like a woman, especially wearing tight clothing.
Yeah. No,
Like,
yeah.
It's, like
She's
she
wearing,
might
like-
be small too, so just
Yeah.
like sticks
It's
out
like
like
this
a sore
weird
thumb.
blonde lady with like blonde lady with a
Yeah.
gun on her hip, like a handgun. She's like wearing it, like very
Jarring.
obviously open, and she's walking into a business. She does this like often. She walks into a business.
I think the recording is the weirdest part of that.
I think walking into a business recording and having a gun in your hip, you're gonna get. I would be super uncomfortable with that. I'm like, I'm leaving. Because I'm assuming you are mentally unstable.
Yeah,
And you're
it's
going
a
to
red
shoot up
flag.
a place.
Yeah, that's where my hip mind goes. This person is not quite right in the head.
Yeah.
They might be upset about something. And they also have a gun, and I wish
I'm
they
leaving.
didn't. I
I'm
wish
leaving.
they didn't.
Yeah, I'm getting out as quickly as I can.
Sure.
Because, like, realistically, if you have a gun on you and it was in, like, a place, whatever, like a concealed carry situation, I don't want to know you have one until,
Someone needs one.
yeah.
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 Like, I think that's probably what everyone who does concealed carry is kind of thinking as well. So the open carry thing, I think, is weird.
True. Okay.
It's like, it's like putting your dick on the table without putting your dick on the table.
I don't want to talk about too much about it because it's about work, but like I was in a scenario not too long ago where like I was in a work scenario and people had weapons out in that way, and I wouldn't even have noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just,
But this is a different situation.
yeah.
That's
They're
what-
not walking into a Dunkin' Donuts recording.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yes. And
For,
that's why
like-
I'm like the recording is sort of, and like the trolling part of it is the
like
weirdest
for the
part
likes
of it for
and
me.
comments on social media
Well,
is
yeah, she's a fucking
a
NRA
loon.
influencer.
Probably. Yeah.
So
So
that was
this
super sidebar.
Yeah, that was super sidebar. So this is a picture of their San Diego house.
Oh, okay.
It's got a tennis court and a pool.
It does.
I don't know if they used either
That is too bad.
because that's like a humanness thing.
Damn.
I should look this up on Zillow. I did not to see if like anyone else. Someone probably owns
It's
it now.
definitely still there.
Yeah. So it seems like this group. Sorry, I've already talked about this. So they want to be like a Ruby Ridge situation.
Yeah.
That's why they had the stockpile of guns. It seems like the idea was they want to become martyrs, like the two witnesses they spoke about in their initial teachings in episode 1. So they're kind of hoping to like maybe be a Ruby Ridge. They initially didn't want to die by suicide. Initially,
Right. That was in the first choice. Okay.
yeah, because they kind of wanted. They wanted to be.
in a place of glory.
Pretty much.
I don't know why I needed to do that.
You want to do like Bon Jovi moment? Yeah, we need like
Once
a Bon
it got
Jovi.
in there, it was like a worm. I needed
Totally.
to let it release.
But they want to become martyrs. They want to be martyrs.
Yeah.
is what
Yeah,
they wanted.
exactly.
Because the two witnesses they spoke about 20 years prior in, I think, the Revelation Bible verse,
Okay.
they were also martyrs. And so
Okay.
they're like, we need to be martyrs again.
And the Bible said, it's like, what are we doing here?
It's space Jesus. It's just fucking, it's
you're
Christianity
They
with
did
the fucking
say
space
that,
skin.
that God and Jesus were involved. Okay.
Yeah, but like these guys just like do not have a violent streak. Between 1995 and 1997, there were 2 more videos made of Marshall and the cult itself. These are almost like not recruitment like we'd seen in previous years. These are almost just like kind of like a family home video.
Okay.
They're played a lot in the HBO documentary.
Yeah, okay.
If you go watch those. So it's kind of like, it seems like they want to provide more insight to the outsiders after the group had ascended. It's like, this is what we're leaving you. This is what we did, what we did.
Okay.
This is like, what would the group look like? And it's like a lot of them singing in choirs, like
Oh, okay.
Sound of Music, doe, a
Yeah.
deer, and like because that was Bonnie's favorite song, and
It's such a weird.
yeah,
Oh, God.
I know. Sound of Music is a choice.
Jesus.
It's
It's
not
like
bad.
good.
It's like yeah,
My favorite song.
right? Weird. But we start to see Marshall Applewhite lose more and more of his grip on reality in this point. And he starts to state how much of a burden it is to be in his earthly vehicle now. He's like in his 60s. So like maybe he's just like feeling the age, but he's like, this is now a burden. Like it's a burden that I'm here. It's a burden I'm still here. He's like, I'm trying to save all you guys. But like, I'm not
enjoying this.
I'm not enjoying this. He's like, I want to leave. I want to be
I want to be
with Bonnie.
Yeah.
He talks about like his father figure, but like father means Bonnie.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, Bonnie was God and
Yeah.
he was Jesus in the resurrection scenario of their whole religion. He's like, I want to be back with father, aka Bonnie.
Yeah, it sounds like a suicidal dude.
And this is him in a couple years later from the first photo I showed you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
He's an old dude.
Yeah.
Looks like an old dude. He doesn't look 60s.
No, his hair's gone.
How old is he supposed to be in this?
Like 60s.
That's like an 80-year-old man I'm looking at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something going on. And so there's some speculation that maybe he was, like, sick in some shape or form, or that he just, like, kind of had given up.
Yeah.
And was, like, just ready to be done with it. So in April of 1996, the group creates a website called Heaven's Gate. And this is the first time we see the name.
Okay.
They're called Heaven's Gate now.
But they weren't calling
They
themselves Heaven's
never
Gate at
called
the time.
themselves Heaven's Gate.
So Heaven's
Never.
Gate was just the name of their website?
Yes.
Okay. Did they call themselves something else?
They called themselves the group or the class.
the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, in the exit interviews, they talk about, like, oh, like, in this class situation we have been in.
Yeah.
Because this whole time, they're like, we've just been in a class getting ready.
Got it. We're just like a group of people. We're
Yeah.
just like a gathering of a gaggle of folks.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing stuff.
A gaggle of geese. The only correct name of group of geese. They got it right, for one.
You're right. Yes, we've talked about this.
We've talked about this before. Gaggle of geese is funny. I'm still mad about jam and jellyfish. Like fucking 80 episodes
so
later.
Fun.
So they never called themselves Heaven's Gate, which
Yeah.
is kind of
Well, no, that makes sense to me.
yeah.
But
But that's what their website's called, and it's still up. You can go
Yeah.
look at it. Like I said, I looked at it today in 2026. So on the website they created, the group tries to sell a book filled with Tiando's teachings, and you can go look at the entire like synopsis of the book online on their website.
Okay.
It's basically everything I've told you. So I'm not going to like, go back into it. So they've also have some statements that have been made on behalf of the group in their final exit statements of the group students themselves. And it's like basically more or less an anthology of everything they've taught over the last 20 years. Tiando is what they call them on the website.
Okay.
So then in 1995, a comet called Hale-Bopp. Bop.
Listen, if I hear that song, I'm going to listen to it every single time.
Oh, well, yeah.
I like it.
I know. I like probably drove my mother crazy with that. But Hale-Bopp, not Bop. Same era.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
Late 90s?
Late 90s.
Shit.
So Hale-Bopp is one of the brightest and most widely observed comets in the 20th century.
Yes, we know about Hale-Bopp. I remember hearing about it.
So it was discovered in 1995 by astronomers Alan Hale and Thomas Bopp.
Cute.
Yes. While it was...
Bopp is the cutest little...
Bopp is a cute last name.
Yeah.
I'm just a Bopp. So they discovered it while it's still very far from Earth, which is unusual for comets because it was so bright. And the thing about Hale-Bopp is it kind of, when you looked at it, it looked to be like kind of swirling and twirling and moving in a weird way. And I think for something that far away, it was like, oh, this is crazy.
Sure.
That we can see
It's
it,
not moving
right?
the way we would expect it to.
So by 1996, and especially 1997, it became incredibly bright, and so bright that people could see it with a naked eye for months, not just days. There was a comet that happened in like 2020 I feel like was similar.
Interesting.
You could see it on the horizon for a long time.
Crazy. Well, not for me. We live in the city, so I don't see shit out here.
What was the name of that? I'm gonna look it up because I feel like I definitely went and saw it. Neowise?
Sure.
Neowise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not heard of this before.
The Great Comet of 2020.
The Great Comet, and you saw it?
I took a picture of it.
You would.
You fucking...
I was like, never heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a comet in 2020 that was the similar amount of brightness since Hale-Bopp.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. But like Hale-Bopp was a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
Hale-Bopp was like everyone was blowing their load over it.
Oh.
Sorry. Try to people that don't have
Not
testicles
these
in the
people.
story. It became incredibly bright and so bright that people could see it with the naked eye for months. And it had a distinctive look with two visible tails.
Yeah.
One made of dust and the other of ionized gas. And it made it stand out even to like just a casual, someone like you or me
Kind of spirally
going
looking.
up to like look up at the sky. Be like, holy shit, there it is. There's Hale-Bopp, right? So what made Hale-Bopp especially significant culturally is how long it stayed visible in the sky. It dominated the night sky so much of early 1997, which led to a lot of public fascination, media coverage, and in some cases speculation and conspiracy theories, as they always do, right? So on November 14th, 1996, our boy, Art Bell, from Coast to Coast Radio,
Love him.
go listen to Mel's Hole.
Oh
Talk about it frequently.
That is the one that my colleagues heard.
I think it's so funny. I hope they're still listening. I also would like to point out. I would also like to point out. You told them.
I know.
Told
yeah,
them.
No. Yeah. Yes. But listen, like, we spend hours in the vehicle together. Okay. Sometimes there's like only so much to talk about.
You just don't talk.
Yes.
You
should have turned the music up.
Yep.
Well,
or like
anyway,
an audio
I thought I
book.
was telling just one person.
You made the mistake. I think you subconsciously want to tell them. I think you want to like unburden yourself from the secret is what I'm going with.
Anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah, so Art Bell. So he's talking about a girl the moment Hale-Bopp comment.
Okay.
Because why wouldn't you? This is a conspiracy theory, spooky fucking podcast. Not podcast. He was a podcast before he was a podcast.
Yes, he was. Yeah, so he had a radio show, but yes.
Yeah, a radio show, yeah. Okay, so Art's talking about our girl, Hale-Bopp. And he gets a call from a listening amateur astronomer named Chuck Schramrick. Schramrick. Wow. That's public education for you.
No, it's just, blame it on the tequila.
So he was saying that he was photographing the comet and he saw a comet that's something trailing it.
Okay. And not the tails? He thinks something's following it?
He thinks something's following it.
Okay.
Which starts listeners to believe it's an alien spacecraft.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, something could be following it.
Sure. It could just be like a smaller comet.
Yeah. Cotton, whatever. It's gravitational.
Yeah. Physics.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. What do I know?
Listen, I don't fucking know either.
I can barely see those stars.
I can barely say his last name. Oh, man. So up until this moment, Marshall Applewhite had been talking about and waiting for a sign.
Oh, no.
From Bonnie. That's what he says. And
that's why he's so tired. He's like, where is this woman?
So he's waiting. He's like, baby, where the hell is my husband? That's what he's saying. So he was waiting for Bonnie to give him a sign, and then it's time to go, basically. And one of the group members, who was called, I think I talked to him in the last episode, Talodi. No, Tall because he was tall, and that was his fucking...
That's the only one that I don't mind. Tall Odie.
Yeah, you're a tall bitch. Tall Odie. Yeah. So Talodi was a frequent listener to...
I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm not going to call you Melody now.
Well, it's just Melody.
No. It is, yes. Yes. If you spell it, yes.
But it's Melody. It's so stupid.
Oh no, we have to dress up as one of these fucking folks.
Oh my, no, there's
Halloween.
Dude, when I looked it up, the patches are out there on the Etsy shops.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
So Tolodi is a frequent listener to Coast Radio.
No doubt. Okay, good. That he had like some joy in his life.
Right. And he tells Marshall about this idea that there's a spacecraft connected to Hale-Bopp. And Marshall's like, hell yeah, girl.
That's it.
That's it.
Found it.
Let's fucking go. So in 1973, there was another comet called Kotek. Got that one. Which is the...
Is it with a K?
With a K.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's called Kotek. Sorry. In 1973, there's another comet called Kotek,
Okay.
which is the same year that Marshall and Bonnie first met. So in Marshall's mind, and I think, I don't know, maybe we'd all make this connection because if we wanted it to be true.
But what about the year?
1973.
Okay, but what does that have to do?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So in Marshall's mind, this was the bookend and the sign that it's time to ascend and rejoin Bonnie.
Oh, so
because
one existed.
One existed when they met.
And they heard about
and
that.
then Hale-Bopp's coming back.
Got it. Okay.
And they're like, this is when I met Bonnie in 1973. And then Hale-Bopp is coming in 1977. He's like,
okay,
this is when it's
full circle.
She's coming back.
This is a real sign for him.
This is a real sign for him.
Okay.
You can make a sign everywhere you see it.
That's true. If you're
This is
looking
why
for it.
astrology is popular.
Listen, yes. And also, it's been around since people have been looking at the stars, okay?
Okay.
And seeing patterns.
Okay. I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're looking for patterns, you'll find them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, what I mean.
Yeah.
So in Marshall's mind, this was the bookend. So this is when the away team is finally going to go home.
Okay.
Because they've been calling themselves the away team for a while at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. On the Heaven's Gate website, they post the update saying, quote, Red alert. Whether Hale-Bopp has a companion or not is irrelevant from our perspective. However, its arrival is joyous, very significant to us at Heaven's Gate. The joy is that our older member in the evolutionary level above human, aka the Kingdom of Heaven, has made it clear to us that Hale-Bopp's approach is the marker we've been waiting for. The time for arrival of the spacecraft from the level above human to take us home to their world in literal heavens. Our 22 years of classroom here on planet Earth is finally coming to conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go with T's crew. T is Bonnie.
Yeah. So
they're basically like, Hale-Bopp's here. We've been waiting for a sign from Bonnie. We've been waiting for Bonnie. Bonnie's giving us a sign. It's time to go. It's on their fucking website. It's still on their website. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to read another statement that is one of Heaven's Gates. Sorry. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so
Do I need a fucking minute? I might.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Just stretch your legs.
Stretch your legs.
We're
so close, but we're so far away.
Are we? So far away.
I don't know anymore. I'm in
You've had a decent amount of tequila.
I'm in a psychosis. I'm in a tequila psychosis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the paragraph I'm like kind of dreading, but I also do think it's very significant to kind of their stance at the end.
All right, I'm here. Ready.
So, Heaven's Gate, on their website, they post something called Our Position Against Suicide.
Against suicide.
Against suicide.
Okay.
It's a little long, I will say. I don't think it's any longer than anything I've ever read on this podcast. I think of a Kenny Beach in the M Cave. His girlfriend makes that huge long statement.
Yes, I also read a long one for Aaron Spencer.
Oh, right. So I don't think it's like any longer than that. But I just feel like, for me mentally, it's a little long right now. But I do think it really shows the mentality of what was happening within the group at this time. So this is from the Heaven's Gate, and it's called Our Position Against Suicide. So we know that it's only while we are in the physical vehicles, aka our bodies, that we can learn the lessons needed to complete our own individual transition, as well as to complete our task of offering the Kingdom of Heaven to its civilization one last time. We take good care of our vehicles so they can function well for us in this task, and we try to protect them from any harm. We fully desire, expect, and look forward to boarding the spacecraft from the next level very soon in our physical bodies. There is no doubt in our minds that our being picked up is inevitable in the very near future. But what happens between now and then is the big question. We are keenly aware of several possibilities. It could happen that before the spacecraft comes, one or more of us could lose our physical vehicles, aka our bodies, due to a recall or accident, or at the hands of some irate individual, aka being murdered, right? We do not anticipate this, but it is possible.
Oh, they're like, in
They're
a number of
giving the
ways you could
options.
die.
These are the options of like how we die. This is what happens to us, right? Another possibility is that because of the position we take in our information, we could find so much disfavor with the powers that control this world that there could be attempts to incarcerate us or to subject us to some sort of psychological or physical torture, such as occurred at both Ruby Ridge or Waco.
They don't want to be arrested.
Or they want to die by cop.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, I think the worst case would happen. They're arrested or they put them in a loony bin and they medicate
a little
them.
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
It has always been our way to examine all possibilities and be mentally prepared for whatever may come our way. For example, consider what happened to the Masada around 73 AD, a devout Jewish sect after holding out against a siege by the Romans to the best of their ability in saying that their murder, rape, and torture of their community was inevitable, determined that it was permissible for them to evacuate their bodies by a more dignified and less agonizing method.
Okay. I don't know about this story.
I don't know either.
Ancient Roman Jewish
I don't know either.
group of people who... How did they vacate their vehicles?
I don't know.
back
I didn't
then?
look it up.
Okay,
I didn't have time.
interesting.
So we have thoroughly discussed the topic of willful exit of our body under such conditions and have mentally prepared ourselves for this possibility, as can be seen in a few of our statements. So basically saying, like, we know this is a possibility. It's in our statements as well. However, this act certainly does not need serious consideration at this time and hopefully will not in the future.
You lion.
The true meaning of, quote, suicide is to turn against the next level when it is being offered. That's their version of it.
I would disagree about that.
In these last days, we are focused on two primary tasks. One, of making a last attempt at telling the truth about how the next level will be entered. Our last effort at offering to individuals of civilization the way to avoid suicide. That's what I say. And two, taking advantage of a rare opportunity we have each day to work individually on our own personal overcoming and change in preparation of entering the kingdom of heaven. Unquote. That's what they say about their thoughts on suicide. So it's like, we have some options. We're trying to like look at every avenue possible. I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is like their true meaning of suicide is to turn against the next level when it's being offered. They're like, we're not doing that. We're just trying to get ready for the ascension itself. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, and I would argue that like what you're trying to get to, trying to get past what's ever happening now to get to whatever's next, and that's exactly what suicide is. I cannot live in my current reality any longer.
Yeah.
I need this phase of my consciousness to be over, and whatever is next is better than what this is.
Maybe. I don't know. It's complicated. I think it's more complicated than we think with these people.
I just feel like they're being condescending here.
They're a little condescending. They are very smug.
Yeah.
They think that they have it all figured out.
Yes.
I will say.
They're like, our type of suicide is different than other people's. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
I agree. I'm not saying I disagree. I just think it's just...
Yeah, yours is coerced.
Coerced in a way that they don't think it's coercion, though.
Well, wrong.
You're wrong. You're dirty and you're wrong. I'm just not kidding. Okay. So, The group orders fabric for their final outfits. And purple shrouds that would be covering their faces because Bonnie's favorite color was purple. Yeah.
Bonnie seems like a super nerd.
And they also have away team patches made that are pretty infamous now, which is, this is from a still from the documentary.
Honestly, not bad.
Heaven's Gate Aways team.
Not bad.
Yeah. There's like Etsy t-shirts.
Oh, so you can buy them.
You Google it, you can find it.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. And they also order 39 pairs of Nike Decades. The
Nikes are so strange and funny and random, and why?
So they ordered them because they could get them in bulk.
Why did they all needed to be, they were like, oh, well, let's suit up.
Pretty much.
Okay, sure.
They thought they were part of a crew. They were big Trekkies. They
we
love
need
Star
to
Trek.
wear the same,
we
put the uniform on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gotta put the uniform on. You get ready to go.
Okay.
That's essentially what I thought. So the Nike Decades were part of it. And the Nike Decades were cheap.
Yeah.
I think they were like $50 a pair at that time, and they got like 40 pairs of them.
Yeah.
So it's not like not cheap, but like cheaper than.
I don't know. That sounds expensive at the time. That might as well be like $190.
Right?
$50?
$50 in 1996, 1997.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I would agree, but like that's what they wanted. So they like went to like a shoe warehouse. So like, what do you got in bulk? They're like, we have these Nike Decades.
Whatever we can buy 40 of.
Mm-hmm. They're like, here you go. I'm like, okay, perfect. So the group then charted the comet and found the date that would be the closest to the planet, aka the planet meaning Earth. And for 3 weeks leading up to this, they decided it was time to have some field trips outside of the San Diego mansion.
Okay. And
so they went to Las Vegas.
Wow. Interesting first choice.
So they went to Las Vegas to go to the stratosphere.
Oh, okay.
Because the stratosphere is shaped like a spaceship.
Oh, what's the stratosphere?
It's the one that looks like the Space Needle.
But what is it? Is it a casino?
It's a casino.
Just like every other place in Vegas?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like up top, it looks like a UFO.
Okay, sure.
Have you never been?
I've not been to the stratosphere.
I have.
Yeah.
I rode the ride up top that like shoots you up.
Oh.
And you see the skyline. You would hate this.
Yeah, I would not enjoy this.
You see the skyline, you drop.
Oh. Oh.
There's a picture of me somewhere screaming my head off.
How long does it take for your like gut to catch up?
I don't remember.
The contents of your belly to like...
Yeah, it was a wild ride.
Oh, it seems like you want to throw up. I want to throw up just thinking about it.
Yeah. And so they also went to the movies. This is where they lose you. This is where they really fucking lose you. I know they lost you like 20 years ago, but this is where they lose you. So
yeah, they're boring. They suck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here.
So they went and saw Secrets and Lies, which was a movie in theaters at the time.
Okay.
But what they could have seen and they chose not to see was Selena.
Oh, I was going to say, it was like, is it Men in Black?
No, it's Selena.
Selena.
Bitty bitty baba.
Yeah. Crime, straight to jail.
Yeah. Like the way that I think of you when I think of Selena, that movie.
I will watch it all the time.
Yeah.
I've probably seen it in the last 4 months.
It pops on, you're like, this is it.
Yes.
It's like your Selena's my Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, same, love. I'm like, let me go ahead and break my own heart real quick.
Right? Yeah. Seen Selena. They saw.
If they'd seen Selena, they would be like, I'm moving to Latin America, or I'm going to Mexico. I'm going anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like I need life.
Like J-Lo's butt is gonna uncastrate me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I respect it. So they also went to SeaWorld and the Wild Animal Park, which is kind of the same compound. So, which is
Good. At least they're like having a bucket list moment,
I guess.
Yeah, it's actually giving exactly what people do when they are suicidal.
It's also giving like Mormon vacation a little bit. Maybe
well, they are squares.
they are squares.
See, they're extreme squares.
Yeah, there's squares to.
But they did go to Vegas, so
they went to Vegas, but like
they
they didn't gamble in Vegas. They just went to the stratosphere.
Okay, well, you know what?
And they saw some weird fucking British movie, Secrets and Lies, instead of Selena.
I was like, I don't know what Secrets and Lies.
I looked up to see if I could recognize the movie poster.
No?
Nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing from it.
Right.
So if I get nothing, you probably have
Yeah,
less than nothing.
that's true.
Which is like negative nothing.
All right.
So they do like a final tour, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
The lamest tour. I would argue.
Extremely.
There's so like, I think of another classic 90s movie, Armageddon, when they go like the strip club.
I have not seen Armageddon in like, that might as well be a brand new movie for me.
You should rewatch it.
No idea.
It's not scientifically factual.
Yeah.
But it is fun.
All right.
And also kind of makes you like root for America in a way.
Wow.
Weirdly.
We need that.
Well, like pro NASA.
Back. Hey,
Yeah.
NASA's out there doing stuff.
Right? They're out here
Right now.
saving the world. But so in Armageddon, like Steve Buscemi's character.
I did not even know Steve Buscemi was in Armageddon.
Oh, but he's fucking in it. Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis.
I mean, no, I know those two and Liv
Tyler.
but like Steve Buscemi, no,
he's in it.
he wouldn't have been the one that I would have immediately gravitated towards when I was 12 years old.
Yeah. So basically, he knows that he's probably going to die in that asteroid they're trying to like blow up. So he just like blows a bunch of money on like gambling and strippers
As
and
you
drugs.
would.
As you fucking would.
You could do it a lot of different ways, but why not?
No, but the entire premise of like the rest of the movie is he's like basically willing to sacrifice himself on the asteroid because he knows if he comes back, he's fucked.
Oh, he's like, shit, I have ruined.
He's like, uh-oh. He's like, I'm still surviving, unfortunately. He's like, I will do whatever you need me to do.
Terrible.
It's
so morbid.
It's so morbid, but so fucking funny in a way that, like, if you knew you were gonna die, you're like, you probably would do what Steve Buscemi did.
I don't know what I would do.
I don't know either. I have never questioned this.
I would want to go to Tahiti, probably. I would want to see something beautiful. And I would want to definitely blow a bunch of money on, like, eating, seeing something cool. But, like, he doesn't have time to do that.
No. Like, he had, like, a small window. He took the window.
You got to make the most of it.
He did what he could, but it's very, very funny.
I would be eating something. I would be eating a lot of things.
He probably would be. Yeah, that's definitely your thing. Predictable, but you know what? Consistent.
I might hire a helicopter to take me somewhere beautiful as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Go watch Armageddon, guys. It's a great fucking movie.
All right, I will put it on my list.
Yeah. So they're not doing the Steve Buscemi thing. They're not like doing their vices, right? They're doing their humanness.
Doing it the nice.
They're doing like a grade school.
Yeah.
You know,
good for them.
Field trip. So on March 19th, 1977, almost every member of the cult.
77?
Sorry, on March 19th, 1997.
Okay, I was
thank you.
When did we get there?
Yeah, almost every member of the cult recorded an exit statement that would go out after everything went down to explain the reasoning of why they were leaving.
Oh, okay. So was there anybody like left behind? You know how like
there are 2 members that stayed behind.
Okay. To wrap all this up.
Yes.
Got it.
And I think there are 2 members that are still in the cult that run the website.
Okay.
There's someone running one site.
Okay.
Like you can reach out to them.
Hey, like you might still run the website just out of like.
They're anonymous. We don't know who they are.
Yeah, I bet they probably don't. They probably see it for what it is, but they could still run the website.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of history.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a segment of the exit statements. I've watched all of it, and there's 2 specifically that I think kind of explain their mentality, both with like within the cult and like just the real world itself. Like kind of like they understand that they seem like they're crazy to everybody. And they just like don't seem to care, which is kind of like respect, but it's also like smugness a little bit. So I'm gonna show you. Okay. I don't know. All right. I just had her watch 2 of the interviews.
Yeah, I don't have any words. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's so super nerdy weird.
I feel like the 2 of them kind of gave you like the 2 sides of the coin a little bit. Those 2 women.
Yes.
Because one was like fully into it. She's like, we are doing this because we are.
It's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good.
It seems misguided, of course, but
very misguided. Yeah, but it's also like
it's for me to say, you know,
like it's also giving like some sort of like religious movement that we've all seen, right? Like it's hard to, I don't know.
It's like an inside joke too, sort of like. I hate it.
Like you just don't get it, but you just don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, they're clearly looking forward to whatever's happening next.
Yeah. And then the other one was like, oh, like some people caught on early that maybe like something was wrong with it or weird about us.
Yes.
Yeah. It gives both sides of that spectrum, I think, unfortunately.
I don't want to hang out with them. I don't like it.
No, this is not the cult you hang out with, unfortunately. Yeah. This is the cult. You have create a website for you.
Even then, I would say the website better be damn good and inexpensive.
Yeah.
Because these folks are weird.
They're fucking weird.
Extremely weird.
They're max weird.
Yes.
Yeah. So after the exit statements, the group goes out for one more time for a meal at Marie Callender's. Didn't know that was a fucking restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, I did, but I've never seen one or been to one.
Yeah, I guess there was
I
one
don't think they have
in
them here.
San Diego.
I was like,
in
I don't think we grew up around.
1990s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that they are... Sorry. Okay. Was a Marie Callender's restaurant made after the popular TV dinner? And then it
Or
was
vice
just like,
versa.
yes, that's my question. Were the
Ooh.
TV dinners made, and we know about Marie Callender's
Because of the
it's-
pot pies.
Yes. And was it originally just like a, you know, a bistro
Like a
or
mom
like
and
a
pops.
buffet or something?
Great question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Question for the ages.
I feel like generally it's usually the restaurant and then the frozen dinner.
Definitely.
'Cause I think in like California Pizza Kitchen or like
Yeah.
TGI Fridays. They both have frozen foods now,
Yes.
but they were a restaurant first.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
That
But I'm
makes
like,
sense to
what
me
would the
too.
restaurant based on a frozen food item be? Is
Well,
it,
they had a lunch of chicken pot pie,
oh,
which probably was fucking banging
yeah.
because
Okay.
a frozen one is good,
Then let's assume that it was just a good restaurant.
like a really good pot pie restaurant. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I go to a pot pie themed restaurant.
Does she only do pot pies?
Oh no, can we get Marie on the horn?
I have no idea what they do.
Can Marie call in?
You know that like microwave.
Our next
foods are
collab
not
is coming up with Marie Calendar. She's calling us from the grave. It's a
A
seance.
seance.
A seance with a pot pie.
You know what? Go on. Live,
Pot pie seance.
live large, queen.
Yeah. So they had chicken pot pie, an iced tea, and cheesecake.
Okay, lovely.
I would need a big old glass of bourbon if it was my last meal.
I know, but you know it's like
It's
so
not
like,
them.
It's like, sorry, like the cheesecake is fine, but the whiskey isn't. Come on.
The cheesecake is good.
I know,
I
but
would
it's
just
like,
need some
that's just as
liquor.
like humanish. Because if it's just for fuel, what do you need the sugar for?
To get through it.
No, I know, but I'm like, what's the difference between? Yeah, you might as well have the whiskey. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Like a lot of whiskey.
No,
Or
they would be hella judgy about it.
They probably would be hella judgy about
They
it.
seem like very judgmental.
They're
square-
smug. They're
yeah.
smug as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something I didn't really talk about initially because I really wasn't sure to put it. So there's this idea within the Star Trek universe of the Borg.
Okay.
And the Borg is like a hive mind. And so they're all like basically cohesive and thinking together like a
Great way to put
hive.
this. Uh-huh.
And the Borg was like the closest thing they could compare it to within a mainstream media stance. Is this is how we all think. We are the hive mind, we are the Borg. Because they were like really big Trekkies.
Oh, so they understood the concept of the Borg?
They understood the concept of the Borg. They
They
liked
didn't
the
realize
idea of the Borg.
they were the Borg?
They thought they were also the Borg.
But
just
hive
in a
mind is
different-
not a good thing.
I wouldn't think so. The Borg are kind of looked at as like the bad guys in Star Trek.
Yeah, the hive mind is where we all get into trouble.
Yeah.
Well, that's
yeah.
why fucking Donald Trump is the president.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the exact opposite of cool.
No, you want an independent thought, bitch. Be your own bee.
So they're like, yes?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you watched TNG, The Next Generation.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Next Generation Star Trek, you will know about the Borg. And they kind of thought themselves as the Borg. Which are the bad guys.
At
They're
least
like
they-
maybe mildly good. I don't know. They're like indifferent, like a gray area.
Okay.
Which is kind of the theme of this whole fucking series is gray area. So yeah, so they basically all get the same meal. Chicken pot pie, iced tea, cheesecake.
Okay.
Not the worst last meal.
No.
No, this isn't
I
their
don't. I
last
could
meal.
skip the iced tea, God, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I'm saying. I want bourbon.
Sure, but give me lemonade if I'm gonna have to drink a.
An Arnold Palmer, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah,
Iced tea.
straight iced tea,
No.
unsweetened. Get out of here, fucking you loser.
They would.
They would. A bitch would. They also mail out their final tapes to different news outlets and people that they know or that were ex-members or like people that they trusted with their final statements. They're like, here's everything. We're leaving. This is everything. And like they want to make sure that if anyone wants to join them, they can after this. And so then at the house in San Diego, the group has one last meal together, which is pizza.
Oh, okay.
Which is not the worst last meal.
No.
Yeah. Once again, I did a lot of liquor. If it's
Not
my
bad.
last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, pizza's not bad. That's a good
So
one.
this is before they start the process. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Okay. On March 21st, 1997 is when we get the first wave of the process. So inside the Rancho Santa Fe mansion, the group begins the process they had been preparing for fucking decades at this point.
Yeah.
So members are dressed uniformly in the black shirts and pants from the fabric they had purchased, and with their away team patch sewn on their sleeve with the Nike Decades stingers. They're all wearing the same matching outfit. So they work in small groups, often described as waves. The first wave, about 15 people, carries out the initial process. Each person consumes a mixture of phenobarbital, which is a really, really aggressive tranquilizer, for lack of a better word. And they blend that into applesauce or pudding, depending on the person's preference. Definitely go pudding.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I would do
depends on
pudding.
The flavor of pudding for me.
I think it's usually chocolate pudding.
No, thanks. I'd take the applesauce.
Really? What's your preference of pudding? Tapioca?
Warm vanilla pudding. Cold chocolate pudding. If it's... I'm not saying I want the pudding. Okay, I don't want the pudding.
The way you shock and disturb me so many times. Warm vanilla pudding.
If you're going to give me vanilla pudding, it needs to be warm.
Warm and like in the microwave or like just
No,
room
just like
temp?
on the stove. Like you make the pudding.
Oh,
on
it's like
the
a homemade pudding.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you make pudding out of what are you saying? You buy it? Oh, buying it.
Like a snack pack.
No. Okay, if I'm gonna get it snack pack, it has to be cold chocolate one.
Okay.
But like
That's what I'm
grew up
imagining.
I grew up in and my current home is like an ingredient home.
Yes.
So like it would have been
I do know this from having to house it for you. I'm like, God damn it, they have nothing here. To make something? What the fuck? It's pizza rolls and ingredients at Meg's house.
if you're lucky, pizza rolls.
Yeah, totally.
But like the ingredient would be the box of chocolate pudding or vanilla pudding, and you have to add the milk and you got to stir and do all the things.
Those are the same fucking thing.
Sure.
You don't have snack packs around. That's fine.
No.
But if you're planning on taking phenobarbital,
If you're making vanilla pudding, I would eat it hot. But if I was going to eat chocolate pudding, I would need to cool it down first.
is hot vanilla pudding just custard?
Yes.
Okay. A hot custard makes way more sense than a fucking warm pudding. This is not where I thought we were going to have a debate. I'm sorry. I thought we were both going to...
I'm saying I'll take the applesauce, please. Give me the applesauce.
I really thought we were going to agree on this. I really thought we were both going to be chocolate pudding people.
No. You know I'm not going to be the chocolate pudding girl. Like, I don't like chocolate like
I didn't
that.
know that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Chocolate is like not my favorite.
You know what? I didn't think it'd be the warm vanilla pudding, girl.
I said I'd take the applesauce. God damn it.
Okay.
You know what, though? If it's my actual last meal, because now this is the third last meal that they've eaten, then fuck, give me the pudding. Give me the chocolate pudding.
Give me a snack pack with like the little lighter chocolate middle.
No, I don't know that. No.
Really?
I've never had a snack pack pudding in my life. Not one single time.
Are you kidding me?
No, not even kidding. Not one single time.
You've never had that? Okay, I'm gonna have to bring you some. I'm gonna have to bring you some next
Why
time.
do you have some at your house? You have
I don't have any at my house. I'm
Why
gonna
would
buy
you-
you some.
Please do not.
I am abso-fucking-lutely going to buy you some.
Gross.
You've never had a chocolate snack pack cold pudding in your lunch
No.
at any point in your life?
No, my mother would never. I had like rice crackers and carrot sticks and strawberries.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna help heal your
Rice
inner child.
cakes.
I'm gonna
Cakes.
listen. I'm gonna heal your inner child for you. I'm gonna
Thank
bring you
you.
some chocolate snack packs
Okay, well,
because they're delicious. And maybe then you would change your mind. How about you talk about this on the next episode, where you were like, you know what, guys, she was right. 'Cause
I'm just saying I don't mind chocolate pudding cold.
okay.
I don't want cold vanilla
But you
pudding.
want your vanilla pudding warm.
I don't want cold vanilla pudding.
That's
Gross.
fucking a custard. Is my point.
And a custard is delicious.
A custard is delicious.
Okay.
But like you want a custard served.
I'm just saying, like, in what form is the pudding being served?
You want a hot vanilla custard over like a bread pudding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or applesauce, I suppose.
No.
I don't.
No. Okay. So okay. Sorry, we're lost the plot. Okay. So they have phenobarbital into one of these choices.
I'm like, give me the straight phenobarbital, actually.
I'll sort it at this point. Yeah. Well, then they also drink vodka, like chug vodka.
Oh, they must have the best night of their life.
Yeah, they really went for it. They drink the vodka to help make sure the effects take place.
Okay, they're like, just to be sure.
But then they also put a plastic bag over their head to ensure death.
It's a bummer now.
It's a way bummer.
It's no longer a party.
I mean, the phenobarbital and the vodka, you're probably pretty much done. The plastic bag is like a double down.
Oh, God, I forget. This is a bummer.
God. So after each person dies in the first wave, remaining members move immediately. So their bodies are cleaned up from whatever happens after their death. And they are laid flat on their respective beds. And their upper bodies are covered with a purple shroud that we've talked about. And their arms are placed neatly at their sides.
And they had a bunch of bunks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We've all seen the tapes.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't put them in here because we've all seen them. I don't even know if I can like post images on social media.
Yeah, it's really just like the feet and the bunks.
It's the feet, the shrouds, and the hands.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
It's pretty grim, yeah. So each member also has $5.75 on them because it became a bit of a running joke that they might need the bus fare.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, they're funny.
They were a little bit funny. Because it became like a running joke. They're like, we need bus fare for the next plane of existence.
God, where were they going? It's expensive bus fare in the 90s.
That's an expensive bus fare in the 90s. Yeah. I mean, like, heaven bus fare?
Sure.
A heaven bus?
Sure.
Yeah.
They were like,
maybe they also want like a big chicken or something.
We just know that Doe
is Marshall. T is Bonnie.
Oh, she's a cheapskate. So she's going to charge him.
Right. She's like, I also would like some chicken nuggets or a McChicken or a fish fillet off the dollar menu.
What's she order?
Because there's a heaven in McDonald's. Let's be real. No, there's McDonald's in heaven.
No, the heaven that is McDonald's is on Waikiki.
Yes, you've already talked about this. Yeah.
I know where it exists.
Okay, so they have this $5.75 on them, and they also have a duffel bag with some personal belongings at their feet.
Oh, okay.
So they're like kind of had some personal stuff. What is it? Their humanness?
Yeah, they can't.
You can't like completely get rid of it, right?
Yes, they're doing all these things to avoid it. It's just a lot of self-loathing.
A little bit, yeah. But also like self-loathing and like just assurance. They like know what they're doing. Weirdly.
Delusion. Yeah.
Maybe delusion is a better word. So after this, each room is cleaned and reset for the next people to go in and do the same thing. So like sometimes they move people around, but sometimes it'd be like the next room is ready for our next ascension or the second wave. But there's no signs of a struggle. There's no disruption. Everything is very deliberate and calculated, which I think is very important for this group specifically, right? So in the second group, there's another 15 members, and they repeat the exact same steps. There's the phenobarbital, either an applesauce or pudding, which becomes a hotly debated hot debate topic, evidently between these two people telling you the story, and then the backs of their heads. So at this point, multiple rooms in the house are already contained bodies of the already deceased members. Unfortunately.
Okay. So I'm like imagining that they are taking the stuff and then like wrapping the bags around themselves and then just like laying there. Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's like we're not even yucking it up. We're not hanging out kind of tipsy. We're just like spinning in our beds.
Yeah.
A nightmare. It's
sounds,
not a fun way to go out.
No, it sounds very like anxiety inducing in general.
Yeah.
Because like I've had the spins.
Yeah.
The spins are not fucking cool.
Unpleasant.
Yeah. I've never taken phenobarbital.
Of course not.
So I don't know what that feels like. Maybe just like you do just fall asleep, especially with mixed with vodka.
I guess so. Hopefully.
I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So the third wave, which is the final wave, on March 23rd, 1997.
How many days is this taking now?
So March 21st is the first wave, and then March 23rd is the last wave.
Oh, so days?
So
between?
2 days.
Interesting.
Yeah, 2-ish days. So the first 15 goes with everyone else taking care of their bodies and like taking care of the aftermath of that. Clean up the bodies. They make sure everything's good.
To be the third wave.
I know.
Like,
To watch.
You had all this time to be like,
You've watched
no thanks.
30 people die.
No, thank
in
you.
this house.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then so March 22nd, 1997 is the second wave. And they're doing this exact thing from the first wave. The phenobarbital, the vodka, the pudding, the applesauce. They're A6ing themselves from the chat. And they're going to the next level, what they think, right? And who the fuck do I know? I don't fucking know.
I mean, they're somewhere.
They're somewhere. March 23rd, 1997 is the final wave. And so this is the last group of 9 members that carry out the final stage. So it's believed that among them is Marshall Applewhite, but that's still up for debate. He was either in the second or the third.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't in the first. So he was either 1 or 2.
Okay.
Or 2 or 3. But how the house is filled with bodies of the first 30 members, the last member to die was found with a plastic bag still over their head. Because they were the last one and they were no longer there to remove it.
Okay.
So literally 39 people in that house.
One person's
left with the bag over their head. That's how they know, like, that's probably how they died for most of them.
Oh, well.
And there's no one else there. Yeah.
What about these other 2 people?
So there are 2 people that come in after, and they're the ones that take the video of the bodies.
Interesting.
And I think those were the 2 members that they stayed for a multitude of reasons, from what I've read or heard. It's like they kind of stayed to say, like, to be witness.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They probably signed up for it.
Honestly, I'd be like, I volunteer as tribute to be
hey,
witness.
so
I'll stay here. It's shitty here.
Yeah, like the higher power is like telling me I should be like a witness. Like I shouldn't like do it. I should just like, be the witness of it.
Yeah.
And run the website.
I'm not worthy like you guys are. You guys are really dedicated. I couldn't eat the chocolate pudding.
No.
I couldn't.
I couldn't eat a warm vanilla custard.
So bad.
So I think I remember. So Sawyer, remember the guy I mentioned earlier? He's not in this group.
Salodi.
Sawodi, I think is what his name was.
I hate that.
Yeah.
However, I think it is. It's worse.
It's worse. So he actually leaves before all of this.
Good for him.
Because he could not stop masturbating.
Hey. Saved a life.
And he talks about like how he had to leave the group because he felt like a hypocrite. Because
I simply have too much testosterone.
Right? I don't know. I saw some titties and I had to give her a go.
Good for him.
Right? So he leaves the group earlier before all this. Like he didn't get castrated.
It saved his life.
Yeah, it really, like masturbation saves lives, I guess. That's the moral of the story. Okay.
That is gonna have to be the next sticker.
I'm so sorry. This is not like
appropriate.
Because I'm about to say
whatever. They did it themselves. They were consenting adults.
They were. 3 of the members that had passed were in their mid to late 20s, joining in the last few years of the cult.
It's the worst time.
It's the worst.
And it had to be the most like, I imagine it like a tornado. It just sucks you in and it's so
you're in the eye.
Intense.
Yeah.
You know, the orbit of this thing was just so like aggressive at that point.
So the oldest member was 72, which might have been the woman that you talked about in the video.
Okay.
The farewell statements.
Oh, she did look old as hell.
She looked very old, yeah. She's older than Marshall.
She seems sweet.
Yeah.
Though.
So the average age of the Heaven's Gate member at the time of their death was in their late 40s.
So much life to live after
and
that.
Had been members since the group started in the 1970s. They stayed to the bitter fucking end and started in the early 70s, which is like the commitment there is intense.
Committed.
So there were also a handful of former members that had either died by suicide or attempted suicide after the group of 39 passes away initially.
That's sad.
And in one note left behind, a member said that they hoped they could catch up to the spaceship following Hale-Bopp comet. And do you remember that girl I talked about in the documentary? Like her mom was one of the initial 39. Yeah. Her dad was one of the people who committed suicide after.
Sad.
So sad. And there was a guy, I think we talked about him in episode 2, who like went home for Mother's Day, and he like used to be a junkie. And they're like, oh, like he's clean, he's sober, this is great. He was one of the guys that died after as well. And like he like drew pictures of him like ascending to a spaceship, which is not good in like any shape or form. So I wrote a pretty long paragraph to close this thing out.
Okay.
So bear with me. So in the days after the bodies were found inside that home in Rancho Santa Fe, the story spread fast. News helicopters circled overhead, headlines dominated every screen, and almost immediately the tone shifted. What had just happened was shocking, disturbing, and deeply human, but it didn't stay that way for long. The matching outfits, the Nike sneakers, the idea of the spacecraft trailing a comet, it all became something easier to digest as a punchline. Literally, the 4 days after this happened, SNL runs a joke about this. Like, the opening, I think, skit for SNL that week was Will Ferrell pretending to be Marshall Applewhite, and they're all in a spacecraft together.
Yeah, that's a pretty notable.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how the majority of us don't even know who they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, late night jokes, headlines that leaned into the bizarre, a kind of distancing that turned 39 people into something strange instead of something tragic.
Yeah.
But underneath all of that was something far more complicated, because the people who died weren't disconnected from reality in the way we often simplify them to be. They held jobs, they had families, they made choices over and over again that led them deeper into a belief system that slowly reshaped how they saw the world and themselves. And that's where the story lives, in an uncomfortable gray area between control and choice. At what point does belief become influence? At what point does influence become pressure? At what point does pressure become something closer to coercion? The members of Heaven's Gate weren't dragged into that final act. They were walked into it. But they also spent years inside a system built by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles that stripped away their identity, emotion, and doubt, replacing it with the certainty, structure, and purpose itself. So the question isn't just what they did, it's how they came to believe that there was no other option. And maybe that's where the story still lingers. Not because of how strange it was, but because of how human it is. Because it forces us to look at something we'd rather keep simple and realize it simply isn't.
I feel like you're dragging them so hard in the end to be like, you're still so human.
You fucking bitches.
You idiots.
Yeah, and that
you can run away from it, but you can't not.
You can't
hide from yourself.
Yeah.
Like wherever you go, there you are.
Mm-hmm. And that's fucking Heaven's Gate, bitch.
Bravo.
Ah! I am done with it.
Oh, thank you.
So many pages of notes.
I know.
So much YouTube of
yes.
late 90s television.
It's really bad quality.
I am forever changed. I am alphabet. I am green.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad to be done with it.
I am too. Trust me.
But I feel like you have really been I can tell how like compassionate you are trying to be.
Yeah.
Like that you have learned, like you have really like the compassion. It's very human how compassionate you feel.
My humanness is showing.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm over here like sometimes they're fucking stupid. It is just what it is. Like,
yeah.
These are adults that got themselves into these situations. Mm-hmm. And I do think that T and Doe are trash bags. And it was like very coerced.
Yes.
And intentional. Yeah.
It's a weird one.
We need to be careful.
Yeah, it's why it's called the cult of cults, because I really do think it's truly the one that these people, they're the lambs that went to the slaughter.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, in a weird way.
I know. And the weird part for me is that
you said you were triggered last time.
Yeah, well, I think it was, I was sort of like triggered. No, triggered's the wrong word, but just like the idea, it was sort of explicitly this like person who was sick with cancer and was like hiding it and avoiding it, which is very specific to my experience.
Totally. Yeah.
But also because of that, I think that they're all fine at the end of the day. Like they did this thing and they like cut their life short. And I feel like they really made like their friends and family suffer.
I know that's like
and that's the hard part.
That's
like,
not like I try
victims.
to talk about the girl who's both of her parents went into it.
That's a victim here.
That's a real victim here.
Yeah, because the other people, they were the members were consenting to some degree.
Yeah,
but once it's all over, they're just fine. Whatever
they chose their
consciousness
path
is doing next. Like, I'm sure they have to like address that in some way.
Yeah,
but I think
and maybe fine. I'm not to be like a conspiracy theorist, but like maybe they were fucking right. I don't fucking know. Maybe
sure.
Like it's raised in your religion.
Sure.
Like you look at Mormonism, Scientology. Like
they're not all death cults.
They're not all death cults, but there's a lot of them that say certain things about death itself, and I don't know.
I guess that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
I just think that if you are going to ascend to whatever is next, I don't know why you couldn't. It's the lack of awareness of the life that we are given is beautiful. And you're like, we're here for a finite amount of time and not realizing that find the beauty in what is here while you're here is a part of the journey. Yeah. And to just live your entire life. And this can transcend a number of different belief systems, but to live your entire consciousness on this plane, looking for what's next and holding yourself back from all the like beauty that exists in this
realm.
Time. Is a disservice to you.
I agree. It's a really good way to put it.
So just live.
Yeah.
Laugh.
And lobotomy.
Let's fucking cut it, bitch. Thank you so much. You better write, review, subscribe. Do you have any more stickers to send these hoes?
I do have more stickers to send these hoes.
Okay, well, if
you're a hoe and you need a sticker, let me know.
Yeah, you should request the corn dog slut one.
Yeah.
What's for you explicitly?
Yeah. Do you need a Xanax, mommy? I have a sticker for you. I don't have a Xanax, but I have a sticker. Have you been blessed by a hot dog angel and not Satan like I was last time?
That was your fault.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Hot dog Satan came from me. Okay, that wasn't my fault.
And it wasn't. No, you never deserved that.
I might deserve a lot of things. I don't deserve hot dog Satan. Okay.
I think it's a stretch to call the man hot dog Satan. My God.
I like to think I was
like
cursed.
He was like hot dog over it,
Hot dog over it is funny.
He was like, I'm clocked out, ma'am. Do you want this cold hot dog?
He's like throwing it at my face. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He's like, stick your hand in here and take it yourself. I don't care.
You want to work the grill, bitch? I don't fucking care anymore.
He's like pedaling home.
Yeah.
You're like chasing him.
It wasn't the same man who hit me with the bike. Okay, first of all.
Oh my God. Wrap it. Give me the cue.
So thank you guys for listening. This has been fucking a 3-part series. This is our first 3-part series. I don't know if we'll ever do it again. Maybe in 100 episodes, I'll do another cult that I have to do another deep dive into.
Okay.
Because this
you've been warned.
Rocked my shit.
Oh, honey.
In a way that like I was not anticipating and was prepared for.
You're better for it.
Thank you. Maybe.
Just say it.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening. We will have a completely different episode next year. Next week. We're doing our Brandon episode with Terrific. And,
oh my God, it's gonna be so good.
It's really good. Okay, really good. But until next time,
stay grimly curious, bitch.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Thank you so much for listening. Music by Alex Kingston and Adam McKinnon.
For podcast photos and updates, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Grimly Podcast.
Be sure to rate and review, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye, bitch.